Their defense tends to blitz quite a bit. I think it makes the offense, you guys move pretty quick as it is, but in terms of him getting you the ball at times, maybe some quicker little slant plays early on to try to neutralize that, is that what you think?
Most definitely. He got to get the ball out quick this game. He do a lot of sand, fire, poker, saw blitz, so it's going to be a lot of quick plays and a lot of plays that we're going to make on the ground and have to run the ball and be physical on the edge with blocking those guys.
How big is it going to be for you to have to try to read those coverages and those hot routes and you and Todd be on the same page?
I don't have too many hot routes built in, but I really got to be physical on the edge with blocking and the little things we do on the edge with quick passes. But if they're going to blitz the whole game, we're just going to throw hot and just do the little things that they can't stop. Because if you blitz the whole game, you're giving up some. The defense soft somewhere in that area.
Yeah, as a wide receiver, you got to love seeing zero blitz, don't you? Because that means you got man coverage on the outside.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard for the quarterback to have time to throw deep balls. So we really got to be focused and identify the blitzes, and our guys got to realize when they're hot and when they're not hot.
When you run on an artificial surface, do you feel faster than when you run on grass?
I would definitely say, yeah. You feel like you're moving way faster on regular ground. Grass, I mean, kind of bouncing off the turf.
Coach Morris has been pretty hard on you guys as receivers for blocking out on the edge, but he said yesterday, hey, the Wake Forest game was much better. Has that been conveyed to you guys the last couple of days, that just the Wake game was better for that wide receiver blocking?
That's what they've been getting on us about, being soft and on the edge. And this is one of the games that I think the wide receiver group stepped up and actually showed the coaches that we can block, we can make big plays with being physical on the edge, and those things that we got to do better as a group. They know that we can catch the ball and score TDs, but we just had to take it to the next level with blocking and getting to the next level.
Does it put like the DJ Howard run there? Does that show what you guys can do when you block well? It seemed like you and Adam really teamed up and really created a really nice lane for him to go through, kind of sprung with there.
Those things we've been doing in practice that whole week and just blocking and being physical, and the main thing we do now is we do 100 blocking drills, and it's kind of boring at the same time, but I would definitely say a guy's prepared to actually make that play for DJ Howard. And blocking is not about who's the strongest, really about who wants the most and who's being lazy and who's not. And I think the coaches really worked on us throughout that week with just getting engaged and just having the attitude and blocking and being physical.
So Coach Morris says Martavis and Mike, that's a battle now for playing time. But what are you seeing from Mike Williams that he's come along as quickly as he has, and then how is Martavis responding?
Mike is more engaged, and he's learning the plays and playing faster, and he's making more plays in practice. I think Martavis really now humbled himself and actually working harder than he was in the first half of the season. He pushes Mike and Mike pushes him, so now it's a constant battle. He can't sit there and rest in practice. He's more alert and more engaged every play, and it's going to be great watching those guys go at it every practice.
Is that a good lesson for Tay, how fleeting success, because he was the star of the game at NC State, and just like that, he's fighting for his job.
As a player, you can get kind of down, and I scored 2 touchdowns last week, and come to practice kind of want to rest and chill. But I definitely think he got the message, and the coaches did that on purpose, I think, to make him work hard and let him know that we will put a freshman in to play and start the game off, and that he can play.
Any extra excitement or intrigue for you this week, going to a building you never played in, playing a team you never played before? I mean, it's out of the routine of seeing the opponents you tend to see on a regular basis.
One thing, I've never been in New York, so I'll be excited about that. And a lot of people talking about the dome and how it's going to be hot. So we're just going to be ready to come down there and play. Those guys are going to come and play hard. We just got to beat Clemson and play our game.
With as much blitzing as they said they're going to do you feel like there's going to be more opportunities for you guys to make big plays, assuming Taj can get you guys the ball because you could be in more one-on-one situations on the edge?
A lot of guys going to have an opportunity. Martavis going to have a big game with blocking and one-on-one coverages, and Todd's going to have to make quick decisions and smart decisions at the same time. But it's going to be plays that they don't blitz and that we can go deep and things like that. Just the things that the coaches got to identify through practice, and I think we did well with picking up most of the blitzes the other day. And we just got to get better every week and eliminate the mistakes we made Monday.
You said to us after the NC State game, you didn't think you guys were the number 3 team in the nation. Do you feel like you took a step forward this week, and how do you feel like you would stack up against some of these teams that are ranked up there with you?
I mean, I don't think you can't identify number 1, number 2 team. It's too early right now. In January, that's when you can identify number 1, 2, and 3. But I think that every week we're improving in all the areas with special teams, with offense and defense. So I would definitely say in January, I think that we'll be that number 3 or that number 2 or that number 1 team. We just got to keep taking coaches and keep getting better week in and week out.
You played on an 11-win team last year. How does this team compare to that one? Can you be better?
We can definitely be better on offense. I think with DeAndre and Jerome Brown and those guys, they kind of led the right way and they pushed us, and that's the steps I got to take this year with the offense. And Todd's got to do better with being more vocal with the offensive line. But I think that we can be a team that's better than them. We got a lot of depth, and our defense is helping the offense out a lot with getting 3 and outs every drive. So as an offense, we just got to get better on the roll and get in the rhythm and do more scoring.
I think you've had 200-yard games in the first 4, just short of the third. Do you feel like you're the Sammy Watkins that we saw 2 years ago as opposed to the guy last year? Do you feel like you're more back in that groove?
I think I'm really just getting in the role and starting to find myself back and just playing fast and having fun. And as we keep going, I think I'm starting improving every game with just being physical on the edge and blocking. And I mean, the coaches do a great job with giving me the ball early and quick. And in these previous games, I've been taking out second and third quarter. So I really can't focus on yards. It's really about the team and winning right now.
But do you feel like it's helped you just be able to play, just get that consistent groove, knowing you are going to play each week, you're healthy, you're in that kind of zone?
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing for me is just going out there, just playing. I got a lot of stress on me with just going out there having fun and a lot of injuries. But I just go out there and just release everything out and play hard, and whatever happens, happens. That's the thing with football. You can get hurt any play. So for me, I just go out there just open-mindedly and just work hard and do all the things right and just hope to get the win.
You mentioned the leadership boys you left by Duke, Jerron, I guess some other guys too, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
4 games in, has it been maybe harder than y'all expected to place that sort of intangible, not to mention the tangible, the activity on the field?
Well, I think we have a lot of leadership. It's just we just got to grow and get a couple guys on the offensive line to speak up and talk and be more vocal. And for me, I got to be more vocal with the wideout group, and that's what I've been working on. But overall, I think that we have that team that can be national championship and that can beat all the records that the last year team did. But it's all up to the team as a whole group, and we got to come together and be more vocal and just do the little things right. And I think so far we've been handling the success, and that we growed up from that 2011 team that got up so high and got brought down. And we've been improving every year. And Coach Sweeney and Coach Morris and Coach Reynolds have been doing a great job with keeping us humble and grounded with the success we had. And we just got to keep playing and just keep doing the little things right.
Is that something you had to work on personally yourself, being more vocal, being that you are a junior guy, you're the guy that people look to now as opposed to maybe the first 2 years you were here?
I think it's kind of grown on to me now. I'm a lead by example type of guy, but those guys don't win that much. You got to actually start speaking when you get older, and a lot of guys look up to me. So now it's more of I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for the team, and when I speak up, and I think it impacted a lot of guys on the team because I don't say much, but when I do, they actually look into it. So I enjoy being a leader. I practice hard every day. I'm being watched every day, and they feed off of me, Taj, and the offensive line. Because if we come out there quiet or looking down, then it's a bad practice. So I got to be on my best behavior every day.
You mentioned the growth since 2011, collective growth. Can you think back to back then? A lot of you freshmen, Coach Swinney said it was like the first trip to Disney World.
Yeah.
Look around going, wow, I
Yeah.
didn't handle it that well. Can you, I guess you're able to look back now and,
Mhm.
and kind of reflect on that growth?
Yeah, I think as a freshman, man, our minds and everything was just going so fast. We was the number 8 team and 8-0, and I mean, we just thought we was on the top of the world, but I don't think we worked as hard when we got up there. We thought everything was going to be easy, but knowing now it gets harder when you start winning. A lot of teams be out for you, and you can get beat by anybody if you not working hard. But now I think week in and week out, we come to practice focused every day. We come ready to practice, and we don't care what the coaches give us, running or discipline or whatever. We're just doing it. My freshman year, you would have had a lot of guys complaining or something would have went down, and it would have been a negative thing. But now we take it as a positive thing, as it's going to get us better, and then things like that. We just change our whole perspective about discipline and being that great team.
What is blocking drill? What exactly is that?
We do just about anything, knocking each other out and stuff like that. But we really do it now. We did a lot of stuff in the spring and the fall camp with the DBs and with ourselves. But it's really just practicing every day, and we get graded off blocking. The coaches know we can catch and make moves. Now it's being that complete player, and I think our wide receiver group and the running backs take pride in being a complete player. And I think half of the guys graded out in the 90s last week just off being physical and making plays. And I mean, if you're involved in the blocking guys and passing, it all can work out good on the offense, because you can just start clicking and everything can go right if you're blocking and catching the ball.
All set?